the Red Tape Additions Act, I believe, is what we're speaking to. This is the 8th Red Tape Act brought in. I learned, as a new MLA, I've learned that this is the 8th time that there's been a Red Tape Act brought in by the UCP, which is pretty incredible. That's a lot of going back to the well for something to create a new position, a new role in society. We have the C-suite in society. There's a new C-suite position. That's the chief gatekeepers, the CGK. You might see that on some people's business cards coming up in the future. Maybe on the government side, they'll put that on their business their business cards. Maybe they'll put minister, and then also put if they are a CGK, because there is a lot of red tape in Alberta that's not being taken care of with a bill that's here to reduce red tape. There are some things I wish would have been brought up in the Red Tape Reductions Act, and maybe some changes that could be looked at by the minister who has the opportunity to review things brought in for the opportunity for nonprofits to work in the charitable sector, to work in casinos. So just to bring everybody up in the House a little bit on the background, in Alberta we have a very unique system for fundraising for nonprofits. And with those nonprofits, you have an opportunity to work in a casino, a gambling setting where we know there is activity going on that we don't want in society, but we found a way to So back to our unique charitable gaming system that we have here, Mr. Speaker. I'll just read it. So it's the only model in Canada like this. And I didn't know that until as a volunteer I'd worked in some casinos where we bring volunteer staff in from nonprofits. A lot of times they're community organizations, sports organizations, and their work is to be the bankers and work inside the casino. And they get a take on the casino. And it's a great system, actually. It's really special to Alberta. One of the most interesting things about it, which I wish the government would look at, and they could have looked at in Bill 16, is that if you are a municipality like Strathcona County, you don't, which is right up against the city of Edmonton, you don't have the opportunity to work at a casino, let's say the Yellowhead Casino or the Argyle Casino, which are on the border of my riding. And for my community, we can't go into the city to work at casinos. We have to work at a county casino, which means we're heading off to Camrose often. And our take on the casino money is small compared to what's drawn in for the city. You know, from a county perspective, what we would like to see is we would like the opportunity to say, province-wide, can we find a way to make there more fairness in the system of fundraising for communities? Could have been in Bill 16. It's your bill, and it could have been in Bill 16. That's the point. We were in a lot of paper tearing at the beginning, so you might have heard that I said they wish there were things in Bill 16. This is something I wish was in Bill 16. You have the opportunity with your omnibus bill to bring in some useful legislation, and you have missed that opportunity. So for Sherwood Park, the community, we would like to look at bringing this in. There's still that opportunity to bring amendments. We dealt with a lot of amendments today. Wish that we would have that in Bill 16. We have had some good discussion here in this House about some of the things that have been taken away with Bill 16, which isn't bringing forward something for therapists. There's another type of therapist in this province which in Strathcona County we wish was being looked at, and that is massage therapists. It's another profession in this province which does not have a college. And without that college, we are dealing in our criminal justice system with cases of assault by massage therapists. So it's a very trusted position in this society, We have a role, and we have no college to professionally manage massage therapists. It's something else that we could have brought in with the red tape bill. Under this ministry, there is an opportunity to look at ways we can bring massage therapists up into the modern times and just acknowledge this is a valuable position in society, but it does need professional oversight and needs a college of professional massage therapists, and none exists in Alberta right now. So there's lots of things lacking. One of the things I find most interesting about the red tape bill is the government's ability to make claims. I know in business, if I would have come to my board and I would have said, we just made you $2.79 billion, they would have said, that's great. Can we have the accounting to prove that? What's so fascinating about a red tape bill is the government gets to make announcements like they have now saved Albertans $2.7 billion through red tape reduction since 2019. Where's the benchmarks? How are we doing our key performance indicators? Where is our measurement coming from? If you can't measure it, you can't manage it, and that is just the truth. We get to make announcements like, things are 33% better, there's 33% less red tape. Yeah. That's amazing. I would love to know where this is coming from. Right? Right? There is this amazing ability just to say things are better, throw out numbers, and I'm sure it went sort of something like this. They kind of said, what sounds reasonable? What sounds like a reasonable, I would love to have an intervention from the minister. That's great.